Algebra 1, Chapter 8, Section 3, Multiplying Polynomials. So when we're multiplying polynomials, it's very similar to what we did with multiplying monomials. Just looking at a number version of it, before you'd have something like 3 times 4 plus 5, and you would distribute the 3 through and have it break down to the two parts of the binomial. Now, with polynomials, there's usually more than one term. So we could have something like 3 plus 7, say, times 4 plus 5. What happens is the 3 still gets multiplied by the whole second expression, just like before. 3 times 4 plus 3 times 5. What's different is we then take the second part of the first binomial and multiply it by the complete other expression. Ooh, that's a bad color. Let's try blue. And then the whole other part there. So the second part would be plus 7 times 4 plus 7 times 5. So you have to make sure you get all 4 of the parts here, or however many parts you happen to have. We'll talk about more than just multiplying binomials in a second. But that's the breakdown. You just take the first part of the first binomial, multiply it by the whole second. You take the second part of the first binomial, multiply it by the entire second binomial. Let's look at it in action. So I'm going to take the first part of my first binomial, 2x, and I'm going to write a little extra step in here. 2x times x plus 5. So you can see I kept the entire second binomial together. Now I take the second part of the first binomial, the plus 3, and I multiply it by the entire second binomial, x plus 5. Now each one of these problems individually is nothing more than a monomial times a polynomial. So I have 2x times x plus 2x times 5 plus 3x times x plus 3 times 5. 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times 5 is 10x. 3 times x is just 3x, and 3 times 5 is 15. When you do this, lots of times you'll notice that there'll be like terms to combine. Here they're usually in the middle, but not always. And you combine those together, and we get 2x squared. 10 plus 3 is 13 x's plus 15. All right. Now I'm going to do one thing here real quick. I'm going to turn my camera off just so I make sure I don't ever actually accidentally cover up one of the problems that we're working on. So you can see this, there's 3 steps to it. Split the first binomial apart, multiply it by the second binomial, distribute, and then combine like terms. As you get better, you can take fewer and fewer steps. But I'm going to do the same first 2 steps here. X, the first part of the binomial, times the entire second part of the binomial, minus 2 times the second binomial, x times 3x, plus x times 4, negative 2 times 3x, negative 2 times 4. Multiply those all out, 3x squared plus 4x minus 6x minus 8. Combine my like terms, and I get 3x squared minus 2x minus 8. Now, first part of the first binomial times the entire second binomial. Second part of the first binomial times the entire second binomial. Distribute. And if you notice here, I'm keeping the signs with everything. So it was a negative 5 in the original. So it's going to be minus 5 times the first part, minus 5 times the second part. And notice I keep, the second part was negative 9, I keep it negative 9 in the expression as well. Simplify, 8a squared, negative 4 times 9 is negative 36a, negative 5 times 20 is negative 100, negative 5 times negative 9, oh wait a second, that's not 20, that's 2a, so that'd be minus 10a, and negative 5 times negative 9 is positive 45. Combine like terms, and I get 8a squared minus 46a plus 45. So you can see on all these problems I'm being very systematic about each step. Break apart the first binomial, attach it to the second. Distribute it through in each one of those parts. Simplify, combine like terms, I get my result. So be very systematic and you'll get there.